1. Can this love be translated? Follows interpreter Ju Ho-jin and top star Cha Moo-hui as their working relationship turns into a precarious emotional entanglement. Ju Ho-jin's professional rule is to stay neutral and invisible, a rule that collapses once he is assigned to Moo-hui and begins quietly altering her harsh, chaotic statements into softer versions that won't destroy her public image. The core tension comes from Ho-jin's job itself. Every interview and press conference becomes a live minefield where one literal translation could spark a scandal, while one edited line could betray Moo-hui's true self. He gradually realizes he isn't just her interpreter, but the only person allowed to hear what she genuinely means, turning linguistic work into emotional intimacy that feels as risky as a confession. Her dynamic with Ho-jin is driven by constant tension between what she says, what he dares to translate, and what both of them actually feel. As Moo-hui notices how often he softens her words, she starts throwing him emotional curveballs to test where his loyalty really lies. 2. To My Beloved Thief. Born from a tryst between a nobleman and a slave woman, Hong Eun-jo is no stranger to the plight of the average person, especially after her father fell ill. By day, Eun-jo works as a doctor, but by night, she assumes the identity of Hong Gil-dong, a thief who steals from corrupt officials to spread wealth among those in need. Hong Gil-dong's antics attract the attention of Prince Yeol, who has a penchant for investigations and is personally intrigued by the mystery of the righteous thief, although most palace officials believe that he's just joking around. Amidst his search, Yeol runs into Eun-jo, falling in love at first sight. But when Yeol and Eun-jo happen to swap bodies, secrets they both try to keep hidden risk getting out. 3. Spring Fever. Follows Yeon Bom, who, after enduring emotional turmoil in Seoul, moves to the small town of Sinsu to begin anew as an exchange teacher. Initially detached and cold toward everything, she gradually opens her heart after meeting Seon Jae-gyu. Seon Jae-gyu is a key figure who stirs up the village with his outrageous antics. He is also the CEO of JK Power Energy and the uncle of Seon Han-jaeol, a student at Sinsa High. Despite his large build and rough, first impression reminiscent of a back-alley tough guy, Jae-gyu is someone full of unexpected charm, unwavering devotion, and a deep consideration for others. 4. The Judge Returns. Despite coming from a lower-income family and attending a non-prestigious university, Lee Han-yong longed to rise in the judicial ranks. When he married the daughter of Hinal Law Firm CEO, he also began a working relationship with her father, using his position as a judge for the firm's benefit. However, as the years went by, Han-yong's guilty conscience grew stronger, and he eventually defied his orders, sentencing a corrupt chairman to 10 years in prison, only for Han-yong himself to end up killed. Miraculously, he wakes up to find himself 10 years in the past with all his memories intact, and realizes that he has been given a second chance to make things right. With the help of prosecutor Kim Jin-ae, Han-yong strives to deliver justice, even in the toughest of times. 5. No Tale to Tell. Eun-ho is a cynical nine-tailed fox who grants wishes for a living and is determined never to become human. She is from Myeohyangsan Mountain, having spent centuries cultivating herself to become human until she decides she doesn't want to be. But when a sudden accident involving Kang Si-yeol, a narcissistic yet warm-hearted star soccer player, turns her into an ordinary human, one wish gone wrong sparks a magical, chaotic romance neither of them ever asked for. Love was never part of the plan. Si-yeol is the central striker for Thames FC. He is a divisive talent ill-suited to team play, yet so dominant he can carry even a relegation-bound club to a title. His life is stripped of glamour and defined by routine. That balance is disrupted when a mysterious business card, once given to him by Eun-ho, resurfaces 9 years later. Thrown together by fate, Eun-ho and Si-yeol tumble into a push-and-pull, love-hate relationship filled with snappy one-liners, chaotic misunderstandings, and the kind of sparks they swear they don't feel. As the supernatural collides with real-life emotions, the two discover that the hardest rules to follow are the ones their hearts keep breaking. Choosing a carefully balanced life over humanity, Eunho's orderly existence begins to unravel when she crosses paths with Si Yeol. 6. Undercover Miss Hong. In the late 1990s, Hong Jianbo is in her 30s and is an elite supervisor for the Financial Supervisory Service. She is a cool-headed, working woman who only thinks about her job. She goes undercover as a 20-year-old high school graduate, Hong Jiangmi, and begins to work for a securities company where suspicious flows of funds are detected. There, she meets Sin Zhongyu. He is the new CEO of Hanmin Securities Company. Sin Zhongyu is a natural-born management consultant and a corporate raider who believes that only numbers are honest. He uses any means necessary to reach his goal. He meets Hong Jiangmi, whose face is the same as Hong Jianbo's, whom he once loved. They become complicatedly entangled. 7. Positively Yours. A reverse romantic comedy about a shotgun romance that begins with a one-night stand between a man and a woman who both vowed never to get married in this lifetime. Kang Do-jun, a seemingly perfect second-generation chaebol from head to toe, having decided that marriage was not in the cards for this life. He lives for his remaining family and company in place of his deceased older brother. However, his life takes an unexpected turn when he becomes entangled with Jang Hui-won after a wild one-night fling. Jang Hui-won, a career woman who scores 100 in work but 0 in romance. Scarred by her parents' divorce and a harsh upbringing under a cold, critical mother, she has shut herself off from the idea of marriage and embraced singlehood by choice. But her carefully structured life faces an unforeseen twist following that one impulsive night. 8. Recipe for Love. Follows the story of two families in Anjiang that have been in conflict with each other for a long time, as they overcome their past disagreements, heal from their emotional wounds, and find love, eventually becoming one united family. Kang Ju-a is the daughter of a respected doctor, and her mother pressures her to follow in her footsteps, but even after earning her license, she eventually abandons her medical career. Instead, she decided to pursue her own path as a clothes designer, using her natural talent for sewing, a skill she inherited from her surgeon grandfather. Yang Hyun-bin is the general manager of Taehan SNC Fashion Division, who is also an expert in fashion trends and business management, thanks to his past experience directing startups and global brands. He is an honest person and prioritizes his romantic feelings over old family grudges. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to subscribe and turn on notifications for more Asian drama content. Like, subscribe, and join me for more reviews, stories, and drama recommendations.